private Lexus, yeah.
Hello there, wrestling fans. To another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside Podcast. I am Joe Panther the Third, and man, oh man, oh man, Ringside crew, we are still in the middle of Women's Wrestling Month, and I have an awesome individual on right now. She's blazing the trail. She's like taking names. She's burying the graves. Introduce yourself to my internationally known audience.
So I'm Lexus Synn, the current RSW Women's Champion. Been doing this for about 2 years now. And like you said, just taking names and putting people in graves. I think that's what you said.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Sin Graves makes it. I'm like, I think it's Graves, Sins. You know,
I do have more of a darker character at times, so yeah, it works.
I saw the promo picture. That's immediately what I thought. I thought like,
oh yeah,
something like you, like a Rhea Ripley, like Undertaker, like. Whoop.
So Undertaker was actually like my first ever favorite wrestler. Like I always wanted to be like the Undertaker. Like as a kid, I dressed up as the Undertaker. So me going to like wanting to be spooky, scary in a sense, like just had to happen.
Yeah, that's the thing with wrestling. Like everybody has so many ideas on where their character or the gimmick they persona go to. Like you said, Undertaker. Is there anywhere else that you say that you got that like thought process with any other wrestlers that you put behind this mythical like woman that just has dominated?
Definitely take a lot from Rhea, just because of the size and I guess like wrestling ability and style. I do like to take a lot from China too. She's one of my favorites. Again, bigger woman. Beth Phoenix is up there. But if we're going more with a darker character, probably a lot of Aleister Black, Tommy End stuff. And another one. Maybe like Brood Jeff Hardy, because he was like the second favorite wrestler when the Brood came up. So like probably about those ones, like if we're going from like old and new.
I miss the Brood.
I miss the Brood too.
That like I went to a show in Poughkeepsie, New York with a promotion called Awesome Championship Wrestling. Definitely check them out. I would love to see you go there one day. They did a rumble, and they played an extended, like cryptic version of his theme song, and they played "Thou Shalt Not Do," and then they cut.
Cry Little Sister.
Yeah, they played the beginning of "Cry Little Sister," and then they went into the. Are you ready?
That's
I was like, no. I have to find that video clip. My friend tagged me in it, and it was a banger. I'm like, why?
Yeah. I got to see Gangrel and meet him live as a fan. It was I marked out so hard. It was great. And Hornswoggle was like the next person in that battle royal, like that same night, which I also marked out for. But like I saw Gangrel, I was like, oh my god. And he did the blood thing, and I was like, oh my god.
Me and my buddy were so pissed. We're like, damn it, why couldn't we get ringside? Oh yeah, because there were $100 and something.
You know what? Circling back, I just remembered I take a lot from Karrion Kross and Shayna Baszler too. If you want to circle that too, with all my MMA experience. Yeah.
We're allowed to go back a little bit, you know.
Heck yeah.
We're in the Dudes at Ringside bus. The driver is allowed to turn around a little bit unless it's icy roads. We are in the East Coast. We got a little shitty roads right now, so
Oh, absolutely.
Get that shitty roads, man. So, who trained you?
So I was trained at the IWCA Academy in Pittsburgh by Glenn Spector, who is the first American DDT champion. I'm giving him a free shout out because that's my dad. My dad. And Potter, Bobby Friskel. So I was trained by them, I believe it was either 2022 or 2023. And then I debuted in like the middle of, it had to be 2022 because I debuted in September of 2023. I was the last one of my class to debut.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
So, what was it like? Did you have a process that when you decided to take this big leap of going into like the wrestling scene, or was it something you always thought you wanted to do?
So I've always wanted to be a wrestler, and I explain it like this: like I've had so many phases in my life, like everybody does. I wanted to be a zookeeper. I wanted to be a skateboarder, even though I really can't skate that well. I wanted to do this, this, and this, but wrestling always stuck around through good times and bad. And I just knew like I always wanted to be a wrestler.
Mm,
So I started lifting weights, and then I got into MMA. And everything I do and trained in and took away from MMA, I do in the ring. So like with Shayna Baszler and Aleister Black, I immediately went in. Like I think I saw Shayna in the Mae Young Classic, and I saw Aleister Black, who was Tommy End in the Cruiserweight Classic, or was it NXT UK? Like they first started up. And I saw the roundhouse black mass kick, and I went and I said, "Show me how to do this kick," to my coach, and he did. He showed me how to do it to the midsection, which is basically a TNA kick,
mm,
and then the black mass. And then seeing Shayna in the Mae Young Classic both years, especially at that same time I was doing MMA, I was like, oh my God, I can just be like Shayna Baszler. That's
mm.
crazy. Like I wanted to be like Shayna Baszler, who I'm trying to get a match with. That's my push right now is I'm trying to get a match with Shayna Baszler because she's available. But yeah, and like I said, same thing goes for Rhea Ripley. People want to say, and I'm gonna clear the record. People want to say I am just a new fan of Rhea Ripley. Oh no, I remember being in college, sitting in the cafeteria, watching the Mae Young Classic of Rhea Ripley with the long blonde hair and the red top and black shorts and the kick pads, you know. And then she came back the next year with the whole metal look. Like I was a Rhea Ripley fan in like 2017 when she first showed up. Like, so anybody out there that wants to call my bluff, I dare you. I am a huge Rhea Ripley fan from
I personally
2017.
think she'll kick your teeth down your throat, so be careful, bro.
Probably. But I like that's the biggest thing I get is like, oh, you just like Rhea Ripley because she's popular now. It's like, no. It's the same thing goes for Shayna. Like, I liked Shayna when I first saw her in the Mae Young Classic. I was like, huh, like I connected with her. I was like, there's something about this person. Same thing with Rhea. There's something about this person that I like. I don't know what it is yet because we only
Yeah,
saw him like for a little bit, but like I like it. But
yeah, she's good. You know,
yeah.
she's good.
So yeah, everything like I took from MMA, I like I said, I did with wrestling. So I've always wanted to do it. What's crazy is I was actually training for an actual boxing fight before I tried out. So I think I was in week like I don't know 5 or 6 of like camp, and all of a sudden the whole match and the whole card just like went to shit. And
Oh
at that
wow.
point, I yeah, so I was like fasting and getting beat up and all this stuff for like 6 weeks and just like nothing, right? Which
Mm.
I've literally was training MMA for about 4 or 5 years at this point, and this was the first time I was going to take an actual boxing fight. Um, so I hopped on Facebook and I saw that IWC was posting tryouts around this time. So I said, well, fuck it, why not? So I went, I applied, and then I think it was like the end of May, excuse me, I got picked to go do a tryout. And it was the greatest thing I ever did because it's I can live out my dreams like all the time now. Like everybody that said I couldn't be a wrestler growing up is now hitting me up saying, "Yo, where are you wrestling? Where can we see you?" Da 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 da. It's like, and I'm on posters now. It's just really cool.
Awesome. So you said you have MMA training. Like
Hmm.
going into like the professional wrestling business, I know it's different style of training and it's quicker, faster than
Hmm.
wrestling training. Did you get a speed bump, hit a speed bump when you went into the wrestling training?
Yes and no. So physically, because I work like every time I worked out and took training seriously, like just with workouts and stuff, in the back of my mind, it was I am going to be a wrestler. And then MMA came along, and I was like, huh, this is cool. I'm gonna do this. I've always loved fighting. I've always loved UFC, all this stuff. But like I said, in the back of my mind, I am going to be a wrestler. So then when I finally got to be a wrestler, like I said, I passed the tryout with, I believe, flying colors. Because it was basically just a lot of endurance stuff, which MMA is a lot of endurance.
Mm.
and stuff. And then when we go to training, the only bumps I feel that I had is my fear of heights. So back body drops. I got over bumps really easily, stuff like that. But like just the height stuff, just stuff I'm not really comfortable with, like getting thrown, as my coaches say, ass over tea kettle. Um, but my coach, specifically Glenn Spector, who also has a shoot background, would pull me aside and train with me a lot because it was like an uneven amount of people, and I'm very like antisocial, or was at the time, and didn't just say let's partner up. And he would lay it into me because he knew my training. Like I had my mouth guarded. He saw me. I think they go in like a deep dive and try to see if you're training on the outside of like the tryout. So he saw that I'm always hitting a heavy bag. There's a heavy bag in my backyard. I'm always in the gym, all this stuff. So he's laying it into me. Now the speed bump that I currently have now, that I did also have back then, is finding the safe range of shoot and not a shoot. So like I can kick you for real, right?
Okay.
But we're working. So my thing is I'll tell people, hey, I'm gonna kick you. You're gonna feel it.
Yikes.
It's gonna suck. Because like getting kicked sucks, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
But
Real
I'm
life.
not gonna go ahead. What'd you say?
Real life and wrestling.
Yeah. But like but I'm not gonna kick you in the ring at 100%. I'm gonna kick you probably at like 55 to 60. But it still sucks to someone who hasn't taken a kick from someone who knows how to do it. You know? And so my bump right now is when I'm with guys, no issue. Like I'll just lay it into them safe, obviously, safety over everything. With females, and I feel like it's also on the same side as males too. They're scared to hit me because I'm a girl. I'm kind of scared in a sense to like kick a girl wrong and it like backfires on me like politically. Though I know it probably will never happen. So that's the bump I'm trying to get over now that I still have from training, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You have someone in the chat that actually commented, sent you a nice comment there. I was just looking at it before.
I was trying to read it, but I was like, I need to finish my thought.
Yes. Like me.
I appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully I see her in passing. Come to a show I'm on.
There's so many awesome shows out there. Like, how many do you have? Like a legit, like long wrestling schedule that you do? Like, do you travel to different states and go to different like promotions? Because Vegas.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so I'm trying. That's the goal for this year. The farthest I've ever went was Vermont. That was like a 10-hour car ride. Great car ride. Was ass. Everybody I was in with it though made it fantastic and bearable. I'm not gonna lie. Um, Farthest I went is Vermont. Right now, I basically just bounce between Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio.
Mm,
Currently working on getting my passport to travel across the borders. And
mm.
I just actually this weekend got a whole list of a whole bunch of companies to reach out to in other states. So the goal is to wrestle as much as possible in many different states. Hence why I said I would love to go to, what was it? You said PPW?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm trying to be everywhere. You know what I mean? Like
New
my
Era Pro
goal,
Wrestling everywhere. I
yeah.
would love to see you come to PPW because, as I said, you versus Sammy Chaos, they would have to re like pad the ring. Like you
Hell
two
yeah.
would like need to have a literally like street fight or
Heck yeah.
like a
I
cage
love that.
match.
I love
Something,
that.
something. Last time I saw Sammy Chaos in a really crazy match, she did I think it was a street fight, and she threw Danny Moe through a door.
Oh my God, I love Danny Mo. I've
Yeah,
always
it's
wanted to
that
wrestle Danny
smile.
Mo.
It's that smile. That big
It's that
blonde, that big
smile.
Cheshire cat smile.
It
Like
is. I've always wanted to
she
wrestle
loves
Danny Mo.
me. She's like, but she kind of got sad when I accidentally like gave had everybody else in the room hold my belt, my new internationally known championship belt, and then she was in the background like it's
What
like
about me, guys?
everybody else held Goldie but Sammy Chaos. It's just like it was like a bad joke. Like
Oh
Sammy
no.
Chaos wasn't there and I didn't come out of the back. She's a heel. I think in my mind as I see Sammy Chaos, she's gonna laugh if she watches this. I think she goes old school because I don't think she comes out to the fans. So in
Okay.
your opinion, where would you say you are on the heel face like meter? Like where would you your
Okay.
bar be?
Everybody that I have trained with, like under, is gonna hate me, but I'm gonna say I'm a tweener, and I can explain. I can be a really good baby face, and I can be a heel. Now, like I tell them, they're saying why are they cheering you? It's not my fault if I'm whipping someone's ass in the ring and I'm getting cheered. That's not me. I am literally doing. I am a very like I don't want to say sadistic person, but I am. I think of nasty ways to like do cutoffs or like
Mm.
to just be nasty. Like my favorite thing to do now is to fish hook somebody
Oh,
and just pull it all the way back. Or something I've also been doing is I'll like pull their hair to the side and lick their face and then grab their ear and pull it. It's not my fault that people are cheering me. I'm like to me, that's a sadistic person. Why are you like
you may get makeup on in the mouth. Do you realize you may get a little makeup if you lick a girl in the face?
I listen in the moment. I don't care. But like mouth guard on and everything, I'll pull the top of their ear, and like people will still cheer me. Like that's why I said I feel like I want a tweener aspect. Maybe it's because some people I get the old school aspect. My boyfriend is very similar. He's a heel, does not go out and talk to the fans. Me, I have merch. I was a fan once. I want them to have a good time. Yes, I can be an actual asshole in real life, but when I'm like I like to talk to the fans. I like contrary to popular belief, people. I am a nice person.
You seem
um,
like a nice person, you know.
I am a very nice
Hey,
person.
she would
I
have
think.
never been on this podcast if she was not a nice person.
Yeah, yeah. But I like going out and talking to the fans because, like I said, I was a fan once, and it was one of my favorite things to do. Besides being at the show itself, was to go up and meet the wrestlers and like talk to them and buy something from them because you know they're trying to make money too. Sometimes this is their gas money, whatever. But it's also good just to meet the person behind the character that's making you enjoy your time. So I
Yeah,
get the old school aspect, but at the same time, my mentality is more new school. It's like I am a performer and an entertainer, and I'm just still trying to entertain the fans. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Are there any wrestlers on your bingo card that you would like to wrestle in 2026? And not only including the indie scene, like the bigger wrestlers that come that find their way back down in the indies.
hmm
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna say it really loud for the people in the back. Shayna Baszler. I really want Shayna Baszler. That's probably number one for me. Danny Moe's probably number two. I've always wanted to wrestle Danny. Um, I feel like me and her would have really, really good chemistry. Um, who else? Trying to think. There's
Semi
some
chaos.
NW. Yeah, Sammy Chaos. We'll put her at number three. Why not? Let's do it. I'm trying to think. There's
She's
some
gonna grab me
NWA.
by my ear next time she sees me. She's like, "Stop using my name in vain, Joe. I'm sorry, Sammy. I'm sorry.
Sammy, hit me up.
I'm gonna
um,
get beaten."
to get beaten.
I'm five
There's some.
one. That woman's about 5'9". That's a hate
She's
crime.
5'9".
I'm 5'1". I'm 5'1".
Okay, she 5'9".
And shit, and everybody's taller than me, as my coworkers would
So
say.
I'm
Everybody's.
5'11", so I already have her beat.
I'm up to your belly button. I'm like, "Hi, ma'am. Hi."
There we go.
It's like you're Joe. Like, hi. It's like
Listen,
lifting a small child. It's like lifting
yeah,
Simba. It's just like,
listen. The muscle mommy gimmick I didn't come up with. The fans did. That was a fan thing. Again, it's because I was always in the gym and I'm freakishly tall for a woman. So the fans came up with muscle mommy. I did not, but
so
I
I
just
guess
ran with it.
if we meet, I guess we're gonna do like a picture of you just lifting me like this, and I'm just like,
I'll just carry you bridal style, like 100%. Yeah, hell
would
yeah,
you do the Simba style, like lift me like this,
yeah,
and like I'll be like,
yeah,
or
yeah.
or the scared Joe pose, have me sideways, and you're just lifting me like staring at me like, no, I'm just like
I'll
this.
just I'll Debo you up against the wall like Debo did in Friday.
You just shake me, microphones start falling out of my pockets. I'm just
I'll
like,
be like,
ah.
"Where's that chain? Man? I need that chain."
Oh my god! I just run away like,
My mama bought me that chain.
my
I love
mama.
Friday.
You know
I
what's
love
funny?
Friday.
That sounds mean, but my best friend's Justin, and every time I see him run and walk away, run away like it's like my buddy Justin. No man, you mean man, you mean to me.
I guess we'll keep those three for right now: Shayna, Danny Mo, and Sammy Chaos.
Is
But
there any men that you would wrestle? Because I know there's a lot of
Oh,
intergender wrestling that is accepted, and I love it too.
so let's talk about intergender wrestling because I am a fan of intergender wrestling when it's done right. And I was just talking to my fellow greenhorns, Anthony Rucker. Horns up, Anthony.
So,
Um, intergender wrestling has to be done right. So, in my opinion, the girl has to be bigger than the man. I
mm,
know people might disagree with me, but that's the only way it works because you're trying to suspend disbelief. And a man is technically their upper body strength is stronger than a woman. So if a man that's 5'11" and as buff as I am faces me, there's a chance he can knock me out. Hence why domestics, at least 50% of the time, are man on woman. And you know what I mean? Like,
mm,
not try to get like dark and gritty, but you know what I mean? Uh, they just have bigger punching power. Hence why women for like delivering children and childbearing stuff, our legs are stronger than men. Hence why you see a lot of girls squatting more than men because we have stronger legs for giving birth. So in my opinion, the intergender has to be that small guy, big girl. Uh, it to me, I think the bigger person of the two, uh, hence the woman, would have to be a heel, or have a man bigger than a woman, just to get cheap heat, really really bad heat, low hanging fruit heat. Just be like, don't like destroy her, but put your hands on her, whatever. Maybe hit her with one move to get heat because you're like, oh no, man hitting woman, not good. You know what I mean? So I like intergender wrestling, but it has to be done right.
mm.
For me, I've wrestled Caden Andrews. He's a small uh, guy who just started the business. He's probably about I don't want to put his height down because I don't know how tall he is. We'll say he's 5'8". He's probably taller.
Taller than
But
me, 5'1".
I'd wrestle him again, but I don't have any guys that I want to wrestle because all the guys that I like or like look up to are bigger. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So the intergender style wouldn't work. Now they could. I think I only saw this done once, and I think I saw it in passing. It was on Raw, I think, and it was the Battle of the Sexes. It was Christian and Chris Jericho versus I think Lita and Trish. And Lita and Trish were using their speed and their size against Christian and Edge. And personally, I think they should have won that match just outsmarting them and moving around. But instead, they had the men hit the women and pin, right?
mm.
It was still like a good finish, but I think like to get the crowd really up instead of just bring them straight down, have the women just quick roll them up. One, two, three, get out. And it's like, oh my God, I just got beat by a girl.
Mm.
Like, not even off a move, just off a roll up. Like a really quick like sequence of a roll, you know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
yeah, I would be down to do intergender wrestling. I've done it before. Um, because like I said, I'm as big as a guy, so people just kind of
So
throw me in intergender.
I've asked this to other people. A lot of people are not really for it. Would you be down if someone challenged you to come to a show, like deathmatch show, like a Randy West or like a everybody's favorite deathmatch mom? What's her? Oh my gosh, she's gonna kick my ass. I forgot her name. Oh my gosh, Mickey fucking Knuckles. If she had challenged you to come to one of those shows, would you do a deathmatch?
I'd have to think on it because like I'm down for any sort of wrestling, but then I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. If I sit there and think about it too long, I'll pussy out and I won't
Mm,
go. You know what I
mm,
mean? But like I grew up wanting to be a high flyer deathmatch wrestler in a sense.
yeah.
But then I was like, oh, I don't like heights. I'm gonna stay on the ground, and stuff like that. But like I'd be down. I would have to. I want to learn the art of deathmatch wrestling because there is an art behind it. Atticus Koger, who's one of my favorite like guys on the scene right now. He's been on the scene for a while, but he's the one that I like turn people to be like, this is how deathmatch wrestling is done right, where it's like it's not just violence and just stuff getting thrown over people's heads and glass breaking. Like there is a story. His promos are great. Everything like there's a because some people just think deathmatch wrestling there's no structure, which isn't right. There's structure to every match, but to me, Atticus is the one I watch, and like I said, there is a whole science behind it to make it fit in the realm of wrestling into where people don't treat it like the redheaded stepchild. Does that make sense?
I love redheads. Poor redheads. Poor
I'm a
redheads.
natural redhead.
I say poor redheads because I support anybody that's a redhead. I'm on there. So I'm in that corner immediately. Someone starts saying stupid gingers, no souls. I'm like that little guy. I'm like, move out of the way. Joe, don't get involved. No,
I listen. You know how many times I got called out at shows? I am a natural redhead, but I just dyed my hair black and
you'd
like
be
red.
like, bro, who's sticking out for me? Where is he? Joe,
Where is he?
just keep
Where is?
walking. You're too little. You can't.
But
No, put me in your pocket. I'm Polly Pocket for you. I'll be like, save me.
mhm.
Where is he? Right there. Oh, poor Joe. Oh shit. Where'd he go?
But yeah, I'd have to think about it, especially because I am like 2 years in. I've only been in like one hardcore match before, and I said I would get hit with barbed wire, and then someone else got hit with barbed wire, and I looked up from the apron, and literally in my mind, I was like, "Ooh, thank God that's not me." You know? So, like I said, I'm all for it, but I don't know if I would be right now.
Should have ref Karen be the referee in that match because if you see her reactions are like
Yeah,
legendary. Oh my
yeah.
god!
Now, if I ever was in a death match, I would have to come out. So I have a Muay Thai background, going back to the MMA thing. I would
Yeah,
have to come out like old school Muay Thai. So what they used to do in the first uh, beginnings, I guess, of Muay Thai
yeah.
was you would wrap your hands and then they would dip them in like some sort of like adhesive,
Mm.
and then they would dip their hands into a bucket of just tiny, minute shards of glass, and then they would
Oof. Yeah,
fight
yeah.
like
I
that.
know about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I would. That's what I would have to do. Old school Muay
Oof.
Thai.
Oh my gosh. Um, is there like did you make your own gear or did someone help you come up with the idea of what you wear in the ring or like
So when I first started, I was wearing Muay Thai shorts and one of my shirts. I'm not gonna lie, the Muay Thai shorts came from Amazon. But you know what? They looked great. Everybody complimented me on them, and I said thanks. They were like, "Where'd you get them?" I said, "I'm not telling, because it's Amazon." I have 3 pairs, but my other gear I got tights because I wanted to do bikers because I have an ass. I have a nice ass. All right, we're gonna put that out there already. I know I do. I flaunt it for a reason. Um, so I got black bikers that if you look at them, they're kind of shiny. And then I was kind of confused on my top because for the longest time I was very body dysmorphia, and I still don't like my stomach, but I didn't like my stomach anything. But I have this shirt that I got from Amazon. Again, we're going back to Amazon and just giving them all the promotion tonight. But
yeah.
Rhea had the same shirt on like on a Raw one time. And I was like, oh, I know where she got it from because she gets most of her stuff from Amazon. I know this. Because I've seen it in passing. So I ordered it and I loved how it fit. It has like it like ties up here, it's like a halter, and it has a whole back exposed. And I have a nice wide back. So I was driving home with my boyfriend from a wrestling show, and I was talking to him. I was like, man, I don't know what I should wear. He's like, well, you said you like this shirt, right? Because I was wearing the shirt. And I was like, yeah. He's like, well, why not have someone make that? And I was like, huh. It has like the D rings and like a D ring here. And it's basically, I was like, hey, can you just make this shirt but take my t-shirt design because I used to wear my shirts cut up. I was
Mm.
like, can you just make it look like I'm wearing one of my shirts? And he was like, yeah. Now, the logos and stuff I have on my gear, like the site and the muscle mommy and like the metal font, I literally just went on a font thing, typed it in like the font, sent it to him. I was like, hey, can you just like put sights on my sides and like on my knee pad? And he was like, yeah. So basically I gotta probably kind of give it like props to my boyfriend because without him I wouldn't be able to find a top. But everything else like I just came up with. Like I said, Muscle Mommy was made by the fans. I've always wanted to do a Grim Reaper gimmick. I have a Grim Reaper tattooed on me right here. I don't know if you can
Oh,
see it.
cool. Almost like the
Yeah,
Undertaker.
yeah. I mean, I'm covered in tattoos. I just got this one done the other day. It's all
Oof.
Halloween. I love Halloween. That's why I said I love Halloween. I like dark, spooky stuff. So I always wanted to do that. And Matt Connard, who um, is local to like PA, West Virginia, and like Ohio. Um, he does a Reaper gimmick, and I was so scared meeting him because I was like, "Oh my God, I'm not trying to do your gimmick. I swear I'm not stealing it." He was like, "No, no, you can do it." Like I basically kind of got his blessing, so that's really cool. So I can do the Reaper and be like my own thing too. Um, so yeah, basically my boyfriend gets credit for helping me come up with the top, but I basically just came up with the whole. I'm getting bikers. I'm putting these logos on, and that's about it. And I make all my vests. So like all the vests I wear, all the spikes, all the designs on them, all the chains, I make all those by hand.
Awesome. I noticed you have merch.
Mhm.
When you at shows, does it? How long does it take you to usually set up the table? Because I know people take like an hour because it's so like organized. I love how you guys organize your tables.
Mine takes about like 15 minutes, honestly.
Okay.
Because all my shirts are already pre-folded and rolled. I had my mom help me roll them, tape them, and label them with the size. And then my
Okay.
8x10s are in a nice little sleeve thing, so I just pull them out, pull one out of each, and put them on the table.
The thing I kind of it that boggles my mind and makes me go, "What are you doing, wrestlers?" Every wrestler's like 8x10s are all autographed on the table already. And I'm like, what if I
Mine
don't
are.
want that autograph? What if I want the one of you with your back turned with showing the back muscles and show the
Hmm.
booty? Well, I don't want the one that shows you with the belt like that already autographed. I wanted something special. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Mine aren't autographed. They're not pre-autographed. Mine, I that's why I said going back to the whole I'm gonna come out for intermission and like make a connection with the fans. I'll sign everything there, you know, like right there. That and I'm also too lazy to sit there and sign everything and then put them out. Like I said, I'd rather talk to you, get your name, and like write it down and stuff like that.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes me sad when I see the stuff already autographed
Hmm.
on the tables at what the show I went to. I was like, how do they know I want that 8x10? How do they
Yeah.
don't know I don't want the one of the girl getting here we go, not real, but like how do they know I don't want the 8x10 that Danny Moe has of her getting thrown through the door by Sammy Chaos. You
Yeah.
know, there's another female wrestler I would love to see you wrestle, Slammin' Sammy. She's from the Pittsburgh area.
Oh, I've wrestled her multiple times.
She's cool. That's another good person. Sweet,
Yeah.
sweet girl. Sweet.
Yeah, she's
Her
on the come
parents are
up.
so cool.
Yeah,
Like,
she's on the come up.
shout out to Slim and Sammy and her parents, the Slim and family. They love me. They
Heck
sent
yeah.
they love me. I give big props to Sammy. She's been on here twice. Like the second time she was even more excited than the first time. I was like, oh my god, I am so happy. like what's the
Yeah,
information?
she's cool. I trained with her because I train at Rise now. Yeah, she's cool. I've wrestled her a couple times.
Awesome. Here we go. My favorite question I asked wrestlers for like the past few years. I've asked this question. Do you count yourself as an early bird or a last minute Lucy to pack the bag before the day before a show?
Early bird. I don't like to forget things. I'm very forgetful. You can ask Rucker. This past Saturday, I locked my keys in my car and we had to go to a show. So
Oh,
as we're going to a show, the cops are helping get my car open at his house to get my keys out. So I like to have everything pre-packed. My bag is usually always packed. The only thing that changes is my gear comes out, gets washed, but immediately as soon as it's done, folded in the gear bag. Like, because with my brain, everything will be all over the place. All my workout bands will be all over the place. My gear, like even then, like I dropped one of my knee sleeves. Thank God I had an extra pair in my bag, so I had mixed
mm.
match knee sleeves on my knees. But when I came home that the past weekend it was literally on my bed. I was like, oh, there it is. So yeah, early bird for sure.
Awesome. That's good to hear that because I've heard it. I've had some wrestlers, females and males. Oh, I pack it that day. I'm like, I'd be shitting my pants as I'm in
Hmm.
that car halfway to the turn to get off to go to the show, and then I get that spidey sense that I left my like backup trunks
Hmm.
in the bathroom on the top of the toilet where the bag was. Like, no, like
Yeah,
I was supposed to wear this during the tag match. Shit, now I won't match my partner. No,
yeah.
we're
And I
gonna
also have
look
like
like
three sets of gear. So I have the muscle mommy like trunks. I have the scythe trunks, and now I have the greenhorns trunks. So I have like three sets of like bottoms at least, that I can wear. So even if
awesome,
I could get one, I know there's two in the bag.
awesome. So before we go, if my fans want to go on Pro Wrestling Tees and get some awesome Muscle Mommy like merch, like, uh, is it? Do you just type in your wrestling name, or is there anything in particular they have to type in?
Yeah, so pro wrestling tees. I've been screaming this all weekend at events. Pro wrestling tees / Lexus Synn, or you can just like go to pro wrestling tees and just search my name, Lexus Synn. If you look at me on the L's, I think I'm either above or below Lex Luger, so that's
Wow,
pretty cool. So yeah, I have a new design. I just got submitted, so let's hopefully it gets approved, and then it'll be there. I think we'll have four designs up there so far.
mm. Does it take a while? I know a lot of people that are on pro wrestling tees. I'm a huge supporter of local business. I'm like, well, you guys at tables, I get nervous about pro wrestling tees because sometimes they get a bad rep with the wrestlers. You know,
I haven't had a bad rep with them. Even as a fan, I would order stuff for all my local wrestlers. Like, shout out to one of my favorite indie darlings, I would like to call him, Jackson Argos. He's not really on the scene anymore, but I have almost all of his shirts. Some of them I've gotten from Pro Wrestling Tees. Even other shirts that I've just bought from Pro Wrestling Tees, I've always had nothing but good with them. I think it does take a longer to get with like stuff from them, but you know, I like the quality. I think it's good so far.
awesome.
Haven't had any bad things.
Before we go, oh, sorry, go on, go on. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good. I was saying I haven't had a problem with them.
We have this. We have a fun vibe right now. We should start our own podcast.
Heck
Little
yeah.
Joe and Muscle Mommy.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that even sounds like a fun show. Like, but would it be me in the back seat in a little baby Bjorn seat, and you and your boyfriend in the front seat?
You
I'll be
would
at the,
you would be like the hangover, like when the one guy with the beard has like the baby
yeah.
on his thing. Yeah, you'd be right
Yeah.
there.
No, in the middle. I'll be in the car. I'll be in the seat, the car seat in
hmm
the middle, and you and your boyfriend will be driving, and I'm just
Oh,
talking. Like,
absolutely.
shut up, Joe. Let us finish. Let us talk. Sorry,
There
be
you
the
go.
host. Not today, Joe. Sorry. Before we go, if you could write a letter to a younger muscle mommy, I mean, like, I don't know what age would you would say the letter would go to. What would you say to yourself from back in the day?
Um, Honestly, just keep just keep grinding. It's gonna sound really cheesy, but keep grinding. Um, all the work and all the sweat that like I poured out and all the tears of like uh doubt that like have gone through my head will pay off. Obviously, I'm like a two-time champion. Like my the first time I won it, my kid self was literally crying, and like it was great. I think the only bad thing about it was is my uncle, who I considered my dad, wasn't there. He like passed away in '08 to
Oh,
see me. But I wish someone would have got a picture because I literally went up to like I think it was like the second rope and I like pointed up because I always write them on my wrist tape. Um, but like keep grinding. And my uncle had a saying, um, when I like couldn't ride a bike or whatever, and he was teaching me how to ride a bike. It was like I can do it. So like you can do it. Just keep doing it.
awesome. I want to thank you so much for coming on the Muscle Mommy. It was so awesome. I want to wish you nothing but the best of luck on
Heck
your
yeah.
wrestling journey. If you have any shows coming up for anybody that they want to attend, let's stage is yours.
Yes. So in March I got a couple shows. I got two RSW shows. I think it's March 6th and 7th. I have Mega. I believe it's on March 20th. It's on like a Friday. Um, there might be more coming up, but so right now those are those. I'm probably gonna be in more West Virginia for a hot minute, but you also catch me in Ohio with Parma. I believe it's April, it's like the beginning of April. I'll be in Parma for RSW again too.
Awesome. Again, thank you so much. Definitely give this video a like, subscribe, and share, and give it a follow to our muscle mommy right here. If where can they follow you besides? Because I saw you run X. Is there anywhere else they could follow you?
I am on X. I don't use X. I just got it because everybody else has it. I pop up there every once in a while when my friend sends me Zaruka memes and Zaruka videos. um, Instagram, I'm probably more active on Instagram. I do believe it's savage underscore Synn official. I could be wrong. And then Lexus Synn on Facebook.
Awesome.
And
Again,
then
thank you
Pro
so
Wrestling
much.
Tees,
Oh,
Lexus Synn.
okay, there. Start. I'm Joe Panther the Third,
I'm Lexus Synn.
and we will Lex again, and we will catch you in the next one.